All right, so we have two items left. One is a few comments from myself, and then we'll give the mic to Inayat Bhai, and inshallah he'll go through his logistics sides. Of course, for online viewers, some of your logistics will be slightly different. So of course, any logistical questions should be directed to Shakil Bhai Virji. But once we are in Medina, the group, just wanted to give you a quick snapshot. So we will have approximately 80 Hujjaj from the US. We will be approximately between 75 to 100. Inshallah, we are working on getting all the people on the waiting list to come with us. And then we'll have around 40 Hujjaj from the UK. That brings our total number to around 220. We'll all be together in Medina, staying at the same place, listening to the same lectures, eating the same food, and inshallah we'll proceed together to Makkah. And during our journey, we'll have around 220 people collectively with us, okay? All right. What I want to do is just quickly go over some of the points which are important. First of all, this is our new flag. In the past, we used to carry our Canadian flag, but this is now a new flag. So this is what you saw in the video at the end. So we will have this flag in all our tents and as well as the outside ziyaras, okay? Now, packing list has been distributed, okay? You have to use your discretion in terms of what you will or you will not be taking. And lots of things are available in the kingdom. But I want to convey a different message to you as far as packing list is concerned. From the volunteers, we want you to pack patience, tolerance, forbearance, sharing and caring, forgiveness, and being positive. My brothers and sisters, this is not a Air Canada vacation trip. This is not your usual ziyarat trip. This is Hajj. Okay, so I'll leave it at that because of the time. Okay, departures, we all know our logistics, we need to prepare, right? Okay, Medina, you have to be prepared to arrive in Medina. This is a holy place, as Sheikh Jafar said, 6 holy Masumins are there, so we need to be prepared to meet with them, inshallah, okay? So, arrival in Medina, I just want to make one point. Normally, we get our passports when we exit a country where we have arrived. You can't exit having your Canadian passport or US passport. You have to hand in to the last person at the gate. He will ask for your passport. Feel free to give your passport to him. You'll get your passport back. Okay? Got it? Okay. All right. Once we arrive at the hotel in Medina, the rooms will be distributed and allocated on the wall, so you can look at your room numbers. And there'll be 4, 3, 2, 7, 8, 9 to a room, depending on the arrangements. Okay? If you want to request your room companions, you can send an email to smcg@rogers.com here, or of course contact Shakil Bhai in the US for those who are listening online. The important thing here is that there will be a lot of suitcases in the room, in the lobby, but we'll be working together. Few of us will take the elevators, take the suitcase up, and inshallah everybody will be settled in quickly, okay? Of course, when you go to the haram, what you need to take with you, okay? So this list is there. I won't go in detail, and we will distribute this so you can have it and read it at your convenience, okay? It's important to note that you take your slippers or your shoes with you inside the haram. We will give you a shoe bag, so it's different from normally entering a mosque. Normally we leave the shoes outside. In Medina and Makkah, you take your shoes with you. You don't leave them outside, okay? All right, okay. We will be taking the first-timers to the haram, right, to go through the logistics of reciting Idhn Dukhul, praying the ziyarats outside, inside as well. We'll go as a group, and once you are comfortable, then please feel free to go yourself, okay? How do we spend a day in Medina? Okay, we do, of course, go for Salatul Layl early in the morning. Then we go to do the ziyaras of the Baqi. For men, we can go inside the Baqi. Ladies have to recite from outside. Then you attend the lectures. We will feed you. There will be a lecture in the afternoon, and there will also be a majlis in the evening during the after Maghrib Isha prayers. Okay, so inshallah, we hope to see you. Lectures are very key. You saw the technical discussion that happened today. This will be a similar lecture and a Q&A format when we are in Medina and in Makkah. Okay. This is Jannatul Baqi. We have gone through this. So, of course, we do have our brothers in faith who don't believe in the imams of, who are buried in Baqi. So they may distract you. They may say, why you are doing your ziyarat here? Our rule of thumb as a group is we don't argue with the guards. You just do your part, you sit quietly and move away. Okay? Because once you start arguing with the guards, they may take you inside, and that creates more logistical nightmare for the volunteers. We'll do outside Medina ziyarat, okay? So that's all was shown in the video as well. The important thing here is we are on time. Okay, you saw we started today at 10 a.m. for example. We will be starting outside Ziyarat, for example, 8 a.m. You need to be prepared from coming from the haram, going to the washroom, doing wudu, have your breakfast. And when we say we want everybody downstairs by 8 a.m., we really mean it. Okay, please do not delay the whole group by holding the bus. Okay. All right, please do not wander around shopping. Okay, because that's going to distract the group and delay the group. Okay. We will prepare yourself, all of you, to go to the miqat and do the niyat, as Akil Bhai mentioned. Everything will be taken care of there. Okay. Arrival in Makkah. Okay. So Medina, just to give you a snapshot, we have a good hotel. It has 6 elevators. Okay, 6. In Makkah, the hotel size is smaller. As you can see, there are only 2 elevators. Okay, so we have to cooperate with each other and be patient, and inshallah everybody will be settled in. And again, we'll go through the logistic of arriving and going for Umrah. We'll go through in smaller groups, but we will announce those in Medina, inshallah. Okay. What to do in Makkah? Again, as Akil Bhai mentioned, we'll have a lot of time. Sheikh Jafar said you can read, you can do Quran, a lot of things can be done. Important thing here, both in Haram, in Medina, and in Makkah, if you want a good spot, you can't just enter 5 minutes before the adhan. You have to be there 1 to 1 hour, 1.5 hour prior to get a spot. Otherwise, you may be spraying outside the haram or on the street. Okay, and remember, it's hot. If you want to get into a nice cooling area, you need to be there early. Okay. Inshallah, the rest you can read. This is just to give you a snapshot of what you need to pack in Arafat, Muzdalifah, and Mina. Again, you have to use your discretion. But the most important thing is the picture of this knapsack. That's the only thing you can carry. You cannot carry your whole suitcase during this trip. Is that clear for both men and ladies? Okay? And you can decide what you want to carry, but this is the limit of the size. You know, all the airlines are cutting back on weight and this. This is the only thing you can carry in your trip. Okay? Arafat, Akil mentioned Hajj is Arafat. Okay? You can feel the presence of the Imam. One important thing logistically, you have to go to the bathroom before you need to go. There will be a lineup of 10 to 15 people before you. Okay, so logistically you need to know that. Muzdalifah, you saw in the video, there is nothing there except your sleeping bag, right? You pick up pebbles, etc. But again, you need to be prepared to go to the washroom earlier than that. In the Fajr time, people start lining up at 3 o'clock. The namaz time is at 4:30. But if you can't go to the washroom at 4:30, expecting that you'll get in your line in 5 minutes, okay? All right, this is Mina. Okay, Mina, we will go through this in detail. Okay, this is the most important part, okay? And this is a little bit new for some of you who may have read this material before online. So we have Masjidul Haram, we have Makkah. On the right, we have Mina, Muzdalifah, and Arafat. Arafat is the furthest spot, okay? Okay, this is the part, yeah? Okay, so, all right, so where we are at Makkah. You with me? And we have to go to the furthest spot, and that's Arafat. So, we will go there by bus, okay? And this is the eve of 9th Dhul Hijjah, at night. We will announce the time, etc. Now, look at the bus. This is like a normal school bus. It has no luggage room. You carry your knapsack, and you will sit with your knapsack with you. There will be another person sitting beside you, okay? And we will have people standing up in that bus as well. So now we have arrived in Arafat. With me? This is now the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. We will do the wukuf from Zohar to Maghrib, as Akil Bhai mentioned. With me? Now we have to go from Arafat to Muzdalifah. Okay? We'll go by bus. Approximately it's 9 kilometers. Okay? We will wait for our turns, as Akil Bhai mentioned, depending on which group will go first. So we can be there during Maghrib time. We may decide to recite Maghrib namaz there, depending on our timing, which will be told us by the logistic organizers on the ground. So far, so good? Yeah? Okay. Now, we are in Muzdalifah. We have packed up the pebbles. We are ready. Some of us are resting a little bit. Remember, there is no tent. You have your sleeping bags only. Okay? So now we need to go from Muzdalifah to Mina. Okay? Now, this is early morning on 10th Dhul Hijjah. Okay? We are going to be walking. Okay? The walk is approximately 1.5 hours from Muzdalifah to our tents in Mina. Approximately, okay, it's 3.5 kilometers, depending on where our tents are and where we, of course, land in Muzdalifah to rest for, okay? The ladies will start walking early morning. Okay, we will tell the ladies when to go. It may be few, hours in Muzdalifah, and then they will start walking. Men will walk early in the morning. Okay, depending on the sunrise, etc. Again, we'll go through the logistics with you at that point in time. There are no taxis there. There are no buses. Okay, buses are there, but it's a logistical nightmare to get on the bus, and you will see there once you see it for yourself. Okay, so this is a walk. So now, let's assume that we have arrived in Mina. Okay, ladies will have arrived, they'll do some resting, and they may proceed to Jamarat earlier. Men will come and do their part of the Jamarat as well. So, how long is the walk from Mina tents to the Jamarat? This is where you do your Rami, as Akil mentioned, you hit the shaitan, the stoning. Walk 1.5 hours, and look at the sun, it's going to be hot, and the walk distance is approximately 3.5 kilometers, okay? One way. So you're going walking and then coming back, okay? So total hours, we are walking approximately 3 hours, give or take, 3.5 kilometers times to 7. It's going to be hot. But we want to prepare you because we don't want any surprises. Oh, you guys didn't inform me, you didn't tell us, etc. Of course, for the elderly, depending on how tired you are, okay, there are requirements which we will go through with you at that point in time. I just want to repeat, this is not to discourage anyone. This is communication, that we are communicating with you in terms of the requirements and the most important thing about walking. Now, start here so you are fit, okay? So now, again, as I mentioned, there is no taxis and no buses, okay? So now say you go to the Jamarat, you come back for the first day, for the men, we'll go and do the Qurbani, come back to the tent, and now you are resting in the tent. Now this is the second day, which is after Eid, which is 11th of Dhul Hijjah. We are in Mina, okay? So in the morning, after Fajr, we go back to hit the Jamarat, okay? And then we come back. So far, so good? In the morning, once you are done, let's say you are back in the tent by around 9, 10 a.m. because we normally start early to avoid the heat. Now you are in the tent, from 10 a.m. all the way down to midnight, okay? And then what we will do, okay? So this is, let me go. So this is now after midnight. We are in Mina, okay? We'll go to a bus area where we can board a bus, 40-minute walk with your luggage. You see the man with the luggage? So now that knapsack you are carrying with you, okay, on the bus, and the bus will take us to Makkah. This is after midnight on 11th Dhul Hijjah. So now we are in Makkah. It will be approximately 1 a.m., 2 a.m. You go and do your Hajj Tawaf. You can do Salat after Tawaf and do Tawafun Nisa. Then you are in Makkah hotel, okay? Now this is the last day of Hajj, 12th Dhul Hijjah. We are physically stationed in Makkah, in the hotel. We now have to go and do the Jamarat and come back to the hotel, okay? So we will walk from the Makkah to Jamarat, okay, approximately 1.5 hour walk, depending on how long it takes, how fast you walk, how slow you walk. Okay, approximately 4 to 4.5 kilometers again, depending on the walk itself and the route we take, because sometimes you have to walk longer, come back to hit the Jamarat, okay? Once we hit the Jamarat, okay, we have to wait there until Zohar time. We can't leave Mina until it's Zohar. So we may leave the hotel around 9 or 10 a.m., go to Mina, hit the Jamarat, it may be 11. You have to wait, you can't leave that area until Zohar time, which is around noon or whatever the time may be, okay? Then we go back to the hotel. Okay, so it's approximately 4.5 kilometers, 9 kilometers in total going to Mina, coming back. Approximate time, 4 to 5 hours. We leave the hotel around 9:30, 10. You'll be back by 1:32 p.m. So if you count the walk and the standing, there are no chairs, there's no relaxed area around Jamarat. In fact, the police will be taking you out of there, but we hang around in a group in a side. Some of the ladies can sit down or men can sit down who are tired. Then we walk back to the hotel. And then you are done by 2 p.m. If you take the bus, you can be there. You can come around 10, 11, 12 p.m. because of the traffic jam. There's no infrastructure that's in Makkah which can accommodate the growth and the 2 to 3 million or 4 million Hujjaj that will be there. This is new from the previous year, so I just wanted to make sure you are aware of the amount of walking you need to do. We'll go through the technical rules about half night in Mina and all the other stuff over there, but this gives you a snapshot of how much walking we need to do. But this plan has been proven over the last few years that it's really solid plan. As long as you can walk, you can make your way and do your wajibats properly, okay? Okay, so in summary, Makkah to Arafat by bus, Arafat to Muzdalifah by bus, Muzdalifah to Mina walking, Mina to Jamarat walking, okay? At night we'll go by bus to Makkah, and then Makkah walk back, and then we are done. With me so far? Okay, very quickly, and this is the last slide, and then I'll give to Inayat Bhai. So this is the comfort level. This is what I mean, right, when we say it's not a vacation trip. So you start at your home with your 5-star bed, you go to Medina, okay, the star drops, okay, then we go to Makkah, the space is very concise, very small, okay. Then we go to Arafat, we have a tent, right, but we don't have a bed. We sleep on the sleeping bag, right. We go to Muzdalifah, we lose the tent. Now you are open sky with your sleeping bag on the ground, right. Reminds me of when we just had two, mayat yesterday, right? This is the time where you are the dead body and the earth. We only have a coffin there. Right now you only have a sleeping bag between you and the earth. When you die completely, the sleeping bag is gone, you only have the coffin. Okay, once you have done Muzdalifah, you're back to Mina. Yeah, we may have mattresses, and it's most likely you'll get an air-conditioned tent. You go to Makkah, you'll see that you've seen a 5-star. Although it was a 2, it will look like a 5 because you've been to Muzdalifah. Okay? Inshallah, and then, of course, your home sweet home. Okay? So hopefully this gives you a graphic experience of what you will experience. Okay? And inshallah, as Allah says, the more difficulty you go through, the more the blessings. Inshallah. Okay? All right. Okay. I will pass on all these trips, which I will send you over the slides will be coming to you via email. So, Allah loves the one who helps, the one who shares, who sacrifices, keeps the cool. Shaitan is always be there. Okay. Okay, it's going to be hot. Drink lots and lots of water. You cannot say, I'm not going to drink because I don't want to go to the bathroom, because you're going to be dehydrated. We're going to put you IV, and you will create logistical nightmares for the volunteers. You have to keep drinking all the time, okay? Okay, practice walking. All right. Do not worry, okay? We will eat and drink whatever Inayat Shakil drinks. You have to carry your prescription medicine. We will have other, medicines available. Okay, don't worry. What happens if you die? It is the best place to die. Don't worry, we have logistics covered. People have died before, unfortunately, we have buried them, right? So don't worry. What's the worst scenario, right? They'll bury me or you. Okay, all right. So final thought, as Sheikh Jafar said, we asked the Hujjaj, what would be the last, what would be the most thing you miss once you come back? They said, not shopping in Medina, not eating, not drinking, Starbucks, fresh juice, Dunkin' Donuts, socializing. Inayat Bhai, come up. I wish I could have spent more time in the haram. When you come back, you realize that. But I want to tell you in advance. So inshallah, you can spend more time there. Okay, so I'll give the floor to Inayat Bhai. He will go over through the logistics, inshallah, and then we'll open up for Q&A until namaz time. What is namaz time? 1:24. Perfect. Inayat Bhai told me he needs 20 minutes.